Hey, welcome back to the Roadsmiths, everybody. You know, it's not too often that you get to stay at a state park that has full RV hookups. You know, 50 amp power, sewer, water, the whole thing, the whole shebang. And it's not too often that they happen to be on the beach. Beautiful beaches. We're going to bring you two from the Florida Panhandle. TopSail State Park sits right on the Gulf of Mexico in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. At 1,600 acres, it's named for its large sand dunes that resemble topsails when viewed from the Gulf. St. Andrews State Park is a mere 38 miles east of TopSail in Panama City Beach, Florida. While a bit smaller, it still boasts 1,200 acres, still sits on the Gulf, and all of the sites overlook the beautiful lagoon. If you're not already a subscriber, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel, join our journey, and hit the road with us. So why don't we tell people a little bit about TopSail?
It was beautiful. TopSail is located in Santa Rosa, Florida, in the Panhandle, and it has 3 miles of pristine, white, powdery sand beaches, which are just amazing.
Prettiest beaches, I think. I mean, just the Panhandle in general, prettiest beaches in the state of Florida. Some people in Siesta Key may argue that point, but for our opinion, it's just absolutely beautiful beaches. And for a state park to have 3 miles of really kind of private beach for only people that are in the state park, for one, and two is in the RV campground, is amazing.
So basically the campground area is right at a mile distance from the beach. So you have a really nice walk, or you can ride a bike, or they have trams or shuttle services, which have a couple of drop-off points all the way to the main parking lot in the front of the park.
Basically, it's 1,600 acres of tall pine trees that are part of the park and a conservation area, and over 10 miles of hiking trail, bike and hike trails that go to the beach or go into some of the dune lakes, coastal dune lakes that are in the park itself. And these are very, very rare. You don't see a lot of those around the country, if not the world, and just beautiful stuff to go in. So we enjoy doing that.
Creates a very rare ecosystem, a mix of freshwater, saltwater, and they have all kinds of wildlife, and it's just a great place to explore.
Yeah, who expects to see black bear signs right there about a mile from the beach? But we did. We didn't see a black bear.
We didn't see a black bear, but we saw evidence of a black bear, or bears.
Bears, yeah. The bears?
The bears. The bears.
Not those bears. Those are way up north in cold tundra. But we heard rumors of a wild hog, about a 400-pound wild hog that was in the park. Didn't see him or hear him or her. But yeah, just a lot of good wildlife.
But we did see a lot of deer while we were there, and that was really fun. They're not afraid of people. I guess they're just so accustomed to being around.
So this park apparently was actually a RV resort in the past, and the state of Florida decided to purchase it. And it's just really, really nice, because another sort of anomaly with state parks is, where else do you have kind of a gourmet coffee place right on site? Pastries in the morning and gourmet coffee and drinks at night.
Kith and Kim, they had live music once a week, and that probably changes throughout the year, but when we were there in December, they had live music, which was a great treat. Not only that, but because I guess they used to be a resort of some sort, they do have on-site laundry facilities. So that was also a nice little perk.
Yeah, that definitely was nice. The Keith and Kim, at least when we were there, it was every Monday night for live music. So we'll show a little bit of video here and what we got to experience.
While we were in TopSail, we received a message from a couple that follow us on our YouTube channel, Vicky and Bruce, and said they would be at the park at the same time and would love to meet up. So we chose that evening at Kith and Ken to meet them. We got to know them, had such a great time. We ended up spending a lot of time together the next few days while they were there. We stayed in 2 different sites when we were there, and the sites that that we were in were wonderful. They were very private, which we like that. They're nicely spaced, so you're not on top of each other, and you have some back end, you have some drive-through. Good mix.
We didn't get this on video, but we actually got there to get into our first site after it was dark, and of course all RVers would tell you nobody likes to do that. We had to do that because that's what time we got there, and getting into that spot was kind of interesting, but whoever the gentleman was that was in the site across from us and helped us, we certainly appreciate that. We got in without any damage to the RV, so that was really good.
Yeah, that could have been really bad.
Yeah, and another thing about where TopSail is, it's very, even though you're in the 1,600 acres of sort of conservation land, you're very close to a lot of things. And Rosemary Beach, Alice Beach, I mean, just some really nice upscale things. Sandestin and all the shopping that goes with that.
Well, wait, so I don't get to do much shopping, but the grocery stores are very close. Really nice Sandestin shopping area with restaurants and everything. They're probably 8 minutes away, if that.
Yeah, I mean something like that. A lot of good places to go. You have the Miramar outlets, which are
Destin.
Down in Destin, of course, and everything that goes with Destin. But really enjoyed that.
A really unique thing that we got to experience, which pretty much anyone who goes there is going to notice, you're near several different bases, Army bases, or not bases.
Right.
I don't know.
Air bases. Yeah, air bases.
So you get to see and hear, certainly, and really feel the jets doing, I guess, maneuvers over the Gulf of Mexico. They're overhead often, pretty much every day, which was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and if you like true peace and quiet, then that might be disturbing to you. But if you like patriotism, like we do,
the sound of freedom.
The sound of freedom. It was awesome. So you have Eglin Air Force Base, you have Hurlburt Field, and if you went further west to Pensacola, you have the Naval Air Station where the Blue Angels are housed. We didn't see those. But we saw a lot of fighter jets, a lot of transport jets, and we caught some of that on video as well. We were there, as we mentioned, right around Christmas time, and right around that time they open up the park for a big, not Christmas parade, but just a gala.
They have a group of people. It's called Friends of the Park, and they have different events scheduled throughout the year, and we happened to be there when they had their Christmas event, and that was actually a lot of fun. They had food vendors, silent auction, some kind of like little tram ride where you'd go down to the beach and Santa was set up. It was really cool. So if you're thinking around the December time frame, just keep that in mind.
A little bit about costs. So it is a really nice park, but because of that, you will pay a little bit more. So right now, when we were there,
whoa, wait a minute. Caveat that you'll pay a little bit more compared to other state parks.
The value is absolutely there, but for Florida state parks, it is a bit more pricey than other state parks, and at least we have 2 under our belt that we can talk to, that and St. Andrews. So TopSail, when we were there, and even when we booked for next year, is $42 a day, a night, and then there's a $7 utility charge, so they don't charge you for electric per se on a monthly basis or whatever, but there is a $7 a day charge. So, that's $49 a day, but you literally feel like you're in, an RV resort someplace. They've got a playground for the kids. They have a decent pool area. I don't think we actually use that, but just the grounds themselves are just amazing.
They have fishing lakes. Oh, another thing that you might be interested to know is they also have kayak, paddleboard, and canoe rentals, I believe.
Yeah, they have, on the inland lakes or the coastal dune lakes, and they're very clear about the alligators that might or might not reside in those lakes. So
during the season, they also have beach chairs and umbrellas available for rental.
There's plenty of space at TopSail. There's 156 full RV hookup sites. There's 22 tent sites, 16 bungalows, and 16 cabins, and there's more.
They also have a couple of yurts, which were actually really cool, run by a company called Fancy Camps.
And that's really glamping there. They're really, really cool inside.
Without my love for the ocean, I would be long gone by now. It's some kind of devotion that brings me down. That without my love for the ocean, I would be no one.
So after TopSail, we were not done with the Panhandle of Florida. Pam and I are very used to the Panhandle of Florida. We used to vacation there a lot in VRBO, you know, condos and whatnot with our kids, but we had not really camped there before with our trailer, so we wanted to try another one. So we looked it up and we found St. Andrews State Park, which is right on Panama City Beach, Florida, so a little bit further east than TopSail. And another beautiful park. The park is on the beach, 1,200 acres, but then the sites actually are a little bit off of that, and they back up to Big Lagoon, which is a beautiful area. And we did a short on that, which I'll link up here, which showed basically where can you get $1 million views for 35 bucks a night.
Yeah.
Because St. Andrews is a little bit less expensive than TopSail. It is $28 a night plus the $7 utility charge. There is a reservation fee for all of them, but it's nominal, $6 or so, but very affordable, so $35 a night with, again, full hookups and just a lot to do there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You can bike or walk or scooter, whatever, to the beaches. They have a ferry that takes you to Shell Island, and which is only accessible via the ferry. They have boat ramps. They have. Now we were there in the off season, but I think during full season they have like sunset cruises and things like that that you can go out on.
Yeah, Shell Island is only accessible by boat, and it's out of the inlet and on the other side, on the eastern side of Panama City Beach and the shoreline there. So again, a lot of wildlife. We did see deer. What's really nice about it, and you got to give the state of Florida credit, because this park was totally, really completely destroyed.
It used to be. If you look at maybe pictures from
Google
before
Maps.
Michael. It was covered with pine trees, and unfortunately Hurricane Michael just devastated that area and took out so many of their trees, which was really sad.
Yeah, but when they decided to rebuild, they actually rebuilt with full hookups, because it wasn't that way before, and they thought since they can really start from scratch, that's what they did. So really nice sites, all graveled, really large patio sites,
Yeah,
which again for a state park was really nice.
We had a huge site, like more room than we even needed. But another thing about this state park, which I don't know, maybe it's a theme with Florida state parks, maybe we'll find out when we visit others, but they also, like TopSail, they had some laundry facilities on site, which was really nice.
Yeah, it is really nice for a state park to do that. So if you guys get a chance, and there's actually some more right on the Panhandle. There's Henderson State Park. There's Grayton Beach State Park, and I would just venture again to say that if you've never visited the Panhandle of Florida, these are the prettiest beaches by far. Beautiful. You know, and the weather is a little more temperate. St. Andrews also has a very large fishing pier, and Pam knows I love to fish. No, I haven't fished much on this journey that we've been on. I carry 2 fishing poles in the back of the truck.
Just in case you might want to fish.
You never know, like maybe even right here where we are. But a very large fishing pier in St. Andrews. It was damaged in Hurricane Michael as well, but right now they've rebuilt a lot of it. The outer portion, the outer tee, if you will, right at the very end, is still damaged, so you can't get there, but you can walk out several hundred feet out into the Gulf of Mexico, and that water is just crystal clear.
Oh, yeah. stingrays, fish, well, jellyfish, unfortunately, but you can see just all kinds of things out in the water.
Yeah, so another thing. They do have some cabanas as well that you can rent for the day and have barbecues and things like that. So again, very good state park, so St. Andrews Park. If you like what we're doing here and you like our videos and you like our content, we would love for you to join our journey with us and hit the road with us, and just hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and hit that bell so you can be notified of further videos coming out. And if you feel so inclined, go ahead and share it to your best friends, because we would love for them to join the journey as well. So we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.